Hello guys, it's Jonathan. We're doing a weekly blaze. So it's been a few weeks since I've actually done a weekly blaze. I mentioned... Actually, I didn't mention anything. Last time I done one, I think was like... Okay. Sorry, my cat just made noise. It was like probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago at this point. My cat has opinions on that. Yeah, it has been a while. So why have I not done one? I don't actually know, I just haven't. Yeah, it's not like these get like a ton of views. I just do these because I like to do them. So I'm not like worried about not doing them. But I was gonna do one last week, but I decided to hold it off till this week because I don't know if I want to keep recording multiple days. Or not multiple days, multiple weeks in a row or not. We'll see. Not that I want to stop the series, and I'm sure I'll do multiple weeks in a row. Again, I just don't know if I care to right this second. So anyway, today it is... Let's see, what time is it? It is Sunday at around 3:40 a.m. So yeah. Yeah, I wanted to start this one as early as possible, for once. But yeah. So, why did I wait till this week? So basically we're getting more Beyblade news. We're going to be getting news about the new Excalibur. So that'll be fun. And also, there's no E3 this year, but apparently we might be getting some game news. And I think we're getting a Microsoft thing tomorrow, well, technically today. And Nintendo Direct, possibly. Regardless of if it happens this week or not, I will definitely be recording the week it happens. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to talk about the Excalibur news when it dropped, because I will probably do a discussion video on Excalibur when the video drops, that probably won't be for a couple more weeks. I mainly just wanted to do a weekly blaze where I could talk about like the leaks and then maybe like the CoroCoro news. So basically, we have gotten some Beyblade news since the last time I've talked about Beyblade news, whether it be discussion or a weekly blaze. So apparently the entire lineup of BU has leaked. This is old news by now, but it has leaked apparently a couple weeks ago. And, oh boy. It is, let's see, how do I describe this BU leak? So I had my election theory, which is definitely very wrong at this point. Well, I guess partially. Like I think I had a couple of them right, but not many. Well, I guess it was only like a few other things. Anyway, but yeah, basically, it leaked, and oh boy, it's I'm really trying to figure out how to describe it, because I don't want to say absolute garbage. I want to, but I don't want to. It's not that the lineup is like bad. It's not like they just are giving us like a few more new motifs that we've never seen before, like when it should be final evolutions of important base, you know. That'd be garbage. The problem, I think, is just that they did not really make enough bays. I feel like 10 bays for BU. I mean, if you combine that with DB, it's 22 total. But when you can factor in that there's 3 Belials and 2 Valkyries, and 2 of another bay we'll get to, it's kind of just like, I feel like we could have repurposed some of those slots. Did we need 2 Valkyries? We didn't need any multiples, really. Like, I feel like we could have just repurposed these slots a little bit better. We would have been off in a much better position. I don't know. Anyway, so we of course know, everything through August, being Achilles and the set. Also, there's my cat. She's over there. Cat. Yeah. Anyway, I mentioned I'd show her eventually, because I haven't in a long time. She's still around. She's doing fine. She's 15. Anyway, she's just chilling. She walks around and whatnot. The reasons why she's not in my videos anymore is just because I'll close the door, my bedroom door, and her box and all of her stuff is in my bathroom, and there's my other room. So basically I just close off my bedroom as long as she's not in here. Well, if she is, I kind of just pick her up and set her in there. But basically the problem is that she likes to, like, mess with my tripod when I try to record and stuff. So, like, I don't really want her in here when I record. But if I'm doing a video like this, then it doesn't matter. She could just chill there. It's fine. Anyway. So, Yeah, we knew about the Achilles set in August. September leaked as Random Booster Volume 30 with a new Night Evolution. However, there's some updated information. It's now the final Random Booster. Next Random Booster will be the last one. Likely will probably come with a Drasil V2 remake as well. That's not confirmed though, but I'd be surprised if it was not there. Also, I should say with the Achilles set, we still don't know what it even is. We don't know the type of set. We don't know if there's what else is coming in here. I find that kind of weird that we've leaked so far in advance, but we still have no idea what's in this set, really. Maybe that's just me. I'm not trying to say that the leak's not real. I think that's just me trying to cope and find the one tiny potential flaw here to be like, wait, maybe it is fake. Because I kind of don't hope... I'm kind of hoping that this lineup is fake. Or something. Anyway. It still could be. I doubt it, though, but I am hoping because the lineup's not great. October, we have 2 releases. First up, we are getting another all-in-one set. Apparently there's a Divine Belial recolor and then some other recolor. We don't know the bay, but it's a recolor and it's gold. Why would you waste an entire product slot on recolors? Even if you wanted to do an all-in-one set, why not give us new bays, you know? Even if they were terrible, like, if they could give us new Death Scyther and Wyvern with, like, all reused parts, just, here's a new core, neither one has gimmicks, here's a new blade, maybe have some kind of free spin on Wyverns, metal on Death Scythers, and then just throw on, like, I don't know, give Wyvern, like, 0 or something. You know, for the armor, Death Scyther kind of 7, and then discs, okay, Wyvern tapered, Death Scyther, I don't know, Karma, drivers, Wyvern, you can get like Atomic Dash, Death Scyther, I don't know, High Jaggy Dash, why not, or Hunter Dash, who cares. Just throw, like, honestly, Death Scyther and Wyvern were robbed. They really needed evolutions, and they just did not give them evolutions. I'm not upset about Kronos not getting evolution, really. That one was kind of just a prediction I threw out for no reason. Well, not for no reason. It was part of the election, so I threw it out there. Let's see. Let's see, what are the other ones here? My brain just stopped working. Zeus not getting evolution kind of sucks because it's stuck in God. Satan not getting evolution, kind of whatever, honestly. It didn't really need one. Well, I mean, it would have been nice, but, like, I'm not, like, if they're not going to give us every Legend Bay or anything, you know, it's probably one of the ones I'd skip. Genesis not getting evolution, I'm kind of okay with, because, like, I feel like they wouldn't put as much effort in as they did into Big Bang / Regalia, but, like, would have been cool if they did. Also, no Diablos actually does kind of suck, because I feel like Diablos really needed an evolution. But, like, no Death Scyther and Wyvern, come on, man. Like, Death Scyther and Wyvern were just so prominent. How are you gonna skip them? Anyway. So, aside from them, though, like, you know, we got the other October release, which is apparently a set. It's supposed to be similar to the Overdrive set. So probably will be a third stock bane here, which will just be something random, I guess. But the main thing is Hyperion and Helios evolutions. Definitely expected these. I would have been very surprised if they did not do Hyperion and Helios evolutions. So these are, I hope they're good. I hope Hyperion hard carries. We're gonna need another attack type to hard carry, I feel like. Yeah, at least design-wise. I'm hoping it is a good red, gold, and blue bay, because there was another bay I was counting on to be a good one, and I don't think it will be. We'll touch on that. Oh boy, we will talk about that one. So, yeah, Hyperion. Hope it looks good. I hope it performs better. I hope it's like kind of maybe takes some cues from Super and Burn. Maybe tries to be like a better Burn almost, except less stupid. Helios, honestly, just make it a better Volcano. Yeah, it was good enough. November release is a double pack, interestingly. Apparently there's going to be an Ultimate Valkyrie in here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in the October set. With Hyperion and Helios, there's going to be a new gear, apparently, so probably H gear. Probably will be a new armor gear. Now, the double packs for November. Ultimate Valkyrie's in here. I don't know if it's going to be an Ultimate Valkyrie recolor. Or they could always maybe do like a regular one, maybe like with an upgrade or something. I doubt that. It'll probably just be a recolor. But our second to last actual new bay is a Spriggan evolution. This is the bay I mentioned, how there's 3 Belials, 2 Valkyries, 2 of something else. It's Spriggan. Why? Why would you choose Spriggan? So for BU, of our 10 bays, I think all of them except for 2 make sense. I think Divine Belial and this new BU Spriggan wasted slots. Should have been Death Scyther and Wyvern. Hell, I would have even removed Knight from the equation. You know, if we had to get one of them to either a second Spriggan or a third Belial, if we had to get one of those two, remove that, remove Knight, give us Death Scyther, Wyvern. They deserved it way more. Why are we getting a final Spriggan? Why are we getting a final Spriggan? I do not know. It is stupid. It's very frustrating because it's like, come on, it wasn't really needed. Astral was a great final Spriggan in my opinion. It does a lot. I think it was great. But I guess Dr. Tomy was like, you know what we really need? We need an Astral Evolution. We need a 9th Spriggan. Why a 9th Spriggan? I don't know. But we need a 9th one. And it's just like, why? Unless it's literally better Astral, it's not gonna be good. I don't see it being a sort of a satisfactory Spriggan, especially a final Spriggan, compared to Astral. Unless it's literally better Astral, because if it's not, then it's kind of also a wasted slot, I feel like. Because, like, it's gonna be like, okay, if you reuse Over and Zero, which I feel like you need to do, maybe Quattro Dash, probably just a Spriggan 2 core that's, like, still LR, but, you know, maybe add in an extra gimmick of sorts, and then, like, I don't know, just make a better blade? That's all I could see. You know, if you do that, okay. Then, fair enough. But if it ends up being like an Ultimate Valkyrie situation where they try to make everything, you know, from every Spriggan, and it ends up looking more like an old Spriggan, maybe they'll remove left spin and, like, not give it any gimmicks, like, no rubber. Maybe it'll be, like, only right spin and burst stopper, and that's it. That's all you get. That'd be hilarious and also terrible. I don't know, Spriggan. We did not need a 9th Spriggan. Fun fact, it came 7th in the Beyblade election. 7th. Death Scyther came 3rd, Wyvern came 8th. I feel like you did not need to give the 7th place spot a second evolution and just exclude the 8th place spot, and then also exclude the 3rd place spot. Like, how the hell did Knight get an evolution over Death Scyther? The only explanation is that they needed another stamina type, I guess. But come on. Death Scyther was far more deserving of a spot than almost anyone else here, except for like Excalibur, because Excalibur was 2nd. Valkyrie was 1st, but both of those were DB, we're talking about BU. I don't know. Death Scyther was robbed. Wyvern was also robbed. I feel like if you're gonna do Death Scyther, you should probably do Wyvern as well. Why didn't they get the, stadium set anyway? Also, the set's supposed to come with 2 gears. It's a double pack, and there's gonna be 2 new gears. It said 2 new gears. It might just be a recolored S gear or something and a recolored V gear, but, like, I don't know. Honestly, the best timeline, I guess, for this, since if this does happen, if we can at least get interesting gears here. Like, imagine they do, like, a V2 and an S2 gear, and, like, the V2 gear, because H gear is probably going to be, like, an armor gear. So then we don't have a driver gear, because A gear for the blade and, like, D gear for the disc. This V2 gear could be maybe like a new driver gear of sorts, similar to the V gear, maybe just a little bit better. And they should make this S2 gear something crazy, maybe a 5th gear for Belial. That would be fun. If you're going to make us have another Spriggan, man, you're giving us 2 more gears in here, at least make them crazy. Just let us use a 5th gear. Like, come on. If we gotta get another Spriggan, and there's gonna be new gears, just make it crazy. Honestly, that's in my opinion just the best way to go. I'm sure some people will disagree with that, but whatever. Also, December, final booster. Yep, that's it. No more. They cut it off right there. It'll be a Lucifer. Probably will come with Metal Bearing Drift. Did I expect a Lucifer evolution because of Metal Bearing Drift? Obviously. But I expected a lot of other things, so seeing that this is kind of the one oddball prediction, I guess you'd say, because, like, Spriggan I would have never expected another evolution. I didn't think that they were that stupid. Hyperion Helios I fully expected. Lucifer was the one that I was like, I thought would happen, but I was like less sure of it. This is the one that came true. I would have, again, rather had Death Scyther and Wyvern, but whatever. Lucifer. Hopefully it's cool. Hopefully go with more of a variant Lucifer type of barrier gimmick instead of Lucifer the Ends. I very much prefer variants. So anyway, getting into more current news. Dragon. Gatling Dragon, we got the video. It looks interesting. I mean, D-Gear's cool. It's like a 50-degree movement on Nexus. So kind of like a slightly more limited Christ Cygnus on a disc for Metal Fight. Anyway, Gatling seems kind of weird. The gimmick is not like Tempest, but also like Tempest. I'm going to have to take a look at that in person when I get it. Also, Excalibur, the top-down view leaked of it from concept art. It looks atrocious, that's why I mentioned earlier. I'm counting on Hyperion to be our code Red, Gold, and Blue Bay, because Excalibur, they fumbled the bag. How do you fumble the bag with an Excalibur? I don't get it. Apparently it might be also using the 2 armor. How do you miss the opportunity to use the 1 armor here? That is beyond me. Takutomi's infinite wisdom here. They have decided to not use the 1 armor because that would make too much sense. They decided to go with 2, I guess. Unless it's a placeholder, but I doubt that. The Excalibur Blade, whatever it's called, looks honestly okay. They probably did the best they could with it. You know, if it should have been a fused layer, but like, if they're not going to do a fused layer, looks fine. The Excalibur core, what happened? It's diagonal. The core itself is diagonal. So the sword itself goes straight down, but the core is diagonal, meaning that the actual core design, when you look at it from the sword, from like a straight down perspective, the core is like weird. It doesn't look right at all. I can't show the concept art because of laws, but I don't know. I'm hoping that somehow that concept art was fake, or they went with something else. It's just many sighs with all this Beyblade news. It's not very good. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think Herbius I was definitely looking forward to the most. Excalibur was very close. After that, Achilles and Knight I didn't care much about. Hyperion, Helios, another Spriggan, Lucifer. I don't care. Excalibur was the last thing I was looking forward to, and they fumbled the bag. So I guess Kirbyus was the last good release that I'm not really the last good release. It was the last release I was excited for, I guess, since Excalibur apparently is going to suck. So that's fun. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know how you mess up an Excalibur. Like, come on, Excalibur's like one of the best designs. How do you? I don't know. I think that they were just trying to make a bad Excalibur, and they've succeeded if that's what they're doing. So I will be able to talk about that in a couple days here once some of the leaks happen, if we see more of it. So I'm expecting the layer to just be what I said, 2 armor because 1 would make too much sense. And then for the disc and driver, I know everyone's like, okay, one-sided disc, and a driver. Probably like an extreme variant, if not maybe an iron variant. No. They're going to do a disc driver fusion, and it's going to be just something that we would never think of for Excalibur. But they're going to do it, and it's going to have a terrible layer design, and this disc driver fusions don't always look that great. It's going to look terrible. And the final Excalibur, overall, as a full combo, is going to just look atrocious. The disc driver fusion thing is going to be kind of round, and look very weird on Excalibur, and the layer is just going to suck. That is my prediction. It's June 12th. We will see if my prediction's right within the next day or two, probably. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that it's an amazing Excalibur, but I'm I am not confident on that in the slightest. No, I am not. So that's fun. I'm actually kind of tilted about Excalibur looking terrible. Like, come on, man. How do you mess up that badly? This was the chance for like one of the coolest bays to make a return, and you're just like, nah, let's destroy the design. That is what everyone must want. Or they're just trolling us because the people are like, we want Excalibur back, you know. And I think that they didn't make one probably because they knew it'd be hard to make one in like a divided layer system. So they're like, no, we can't make one. That everyone's getting mad about it, and it's like, all right, fine, fine. You want Excalibur, or we're just gonna make a terrible one. Have fun. Yeah, I don't even know. It's whatever, I guess. But again, we'll see what happens. I'll probably talk a little bit about anime and stuff this Weekly Blaze as well. Maybe games. I don't know. More Beyblade, definitely. Maybe games. Maybe, I don't know, Bakugan or something. Who knows? Definitely anime, though, at some point later in the week. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, never mind. Probably not Bottle Land, I don't think. Whatever. Anyway, that's all for today. That was like 20 minutes. Damn, alright. That was a long Beyblade rant. I guess I had a lot to say about that. I can't talk anymore, so I should probably go put the camera down now and come back when the Excalibur news is here. Alright guys, it's now Saturday, or technically Sunday. It's a little after 1:30 a.m., but yeah, close enough. So I just finished my Bottle Phoenix video. That was fun. Yeah, I probably will upload these together tomorrow. Maybe tonight, we'll see. I guess it depends. I think tomorrow, though. I don't really feel like it today. But, yeah, Bottle Phoenix was hard to review because, like, it's literally just a Colomaro recolor. What do you want me to say about it? Like, yep, this is it. Funny enough, I think I actually might have made it longer than, like, at least one of the other videos for DX, which is funny, if that's true. But yeah, like the other ones, I could probably make those like 10-minute videos each, you know. Colomaro DX I did because I was talking about the DX system. The other two I probably could have, but I didn't. Bottle Phoenix was like a 6-minute video, I think. I don't know, about 5-6 minutes total. If I combine like the first part into it, but like that was all the information I was getting out of that thing, man. It was not, there was no more room to add to that video with how I make videos. But anyways, so aside from that, yeah, that was fun. Bottleman's looking pretty interesting. We have like 4 Bottleman just like in limbo. Well, actually 3 of them are in limbo right now. We don't know what they're doing with them. They skipped 3 product numbers and they're just kind of like chilling elsewhere. There's this like purple one and an orange one. They both look pretty neat. I know there's like a Raid Brave, which is the sort of Wonder Grape replacement for vertical cap shooters. Those 3 are in limbo right now. They were supposed to apparently come out in, from what I heard, Raid Brave was supposed to be May, and the purple and orange ones were going to be, I think they have names, I didn't really bother looking at them, but I believe those are both supposed to be June, and then next month for July we're getting a CC Land DX, which is actually happening. But for some reason the May and June releases just didn't happen, so I'm kind of confused about that. I wonder if we'll get like a month where they just release like tons of stuff, or if they'll maybe just release like 1 or 2 every month until they catch up. I'm not sure. But yeah, CCL DX is coming out next month. They're also releasing new speed caps, which is cool. And then at some point after that, the next product number, which again probably won't be a little for a little while because they have to do these other ones. But apparently that's going to be Kerpeps DX, which is not one of the Bottlemen I would have chosen to make a DX out of. Then again, I would have said the same for CC Leon. I'd have been like, we're Sparking Knight or Gyakroc, but like, I don't know. Like, I guess CC Leon looks really cool in its DX form. All 4 of them, like the purple and orange ones, they're kind of cool, but they don't look like they're going to be anything too crazy. Raid Brave is cool because it's a vertical cap shooter. CC Leon DX just looks crazy. It has these giant magazines. I can't wait to review that one. But yeah, Kerpeps, we have not seen the DX version of it yet, but if they do what they did to CC Leon and make it kind of crazy, I'm all for it. At this point, I'm kind of wondering, who are they even going to make DX versions of? It's like, Because I don't even know. Like, will they do Rising Milk and Fusion Black and make like a Blend Dragon DX? That'd be cool. Let's see. If I were to guess, I don't even know if they will do any other DX versions. Maybe not actually. I could see them doing Rising Milk and Fusion Black, but like, I don't know if they'll do any of the other ones. Maybe Dual Gold if we're lucky. I'm not sure. Actually, I think Dual Gold maybe. Actually, Dual Gold might be the most likely because they literally did nothing with it, and it'd be kind of cool if they made a new one. But, whatever. Anyway, so Bottleman, yeah, fun stuff. Aside from that, what else do I got? Oh yeah, I wanted to do some Bakugan review, well, Bakutech reviews, finally. I had two more that I was going to do in like February, I just never did them. So what I want to do is for like 4th of July weekend time, like maybe starting June 30th, going through July 4th, I want to have like 5 videos, one per day. Maybe 6 if I include like if there's a weekly blaze paired up with it. But yeah, I just want to make a few videos for that time period. 2 of those are going to be Bakutech reviews. Hopefully Gatling Dragon. I'm kind of counting on having that video up for the 4th, but if not, then damn. Also, anime manga pickups for winter and spring. That's going to be a short video, and I need to order some stuff like now, like today or tomorrow. Oh, probably tomorrow. Monday at the latest, probably, because I need to. Get some manga or light novels. I have not gotten any at all during this time, so like, it's gonna be a little bit of a light load. So kinda need to get some more of those. I have a few things I can show off for like DVDs and Blu-rays and whatnot, but I do not have anything I can show off for manga and light novels. It's gonna be a short video regardless, but like, I gotta do something to make that a little bit longer. For a 5th video, I'm thinking of probably just doing like a Beyblade Burst like dual layer ranking. That'd be fun. That's 5 videos right there. So we're good. Although if Gatling Dragon doesn't come, I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing for that then. Like, oh boy. Maybe I'll do like not a collection. I was gonna say Beyblade collection, but I'm holding off on that till December or January because I want to have Burst just be done. Because why want to do a collection video before Burst ends when it's ending, like, within a couple months, you know? So yeah, the last 2 Bakutech reviews will be out, hopefully, pretty soon. Well, not the last ones. I'm going to be re-reviewing stuff eventually, but, like, yeah, I was going to do something where I, like, did a review every month, but I decided I don't really want to do that, because then if I do that, then I'll, like, within, like, a year, I'll be done probably with all my re-reviews, and I kind of want to leave them, you know, and give them their own videos, I guet what am I saying? Not give them their own. I just went off the rails. Not give them their own videos. I want to make sure that they each video, like, all the videos have, you know, there's a while before they're all out. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah. I'm not really prepared to hang up the Bakutech reviews quite yet. I still have a big Bakugan Armors video I need to do. I was going to do that last year, like early last year, and I just never did. I don't know when I'm going to be doing that. Probably the next time I'm feeling like Bakugan stuff. Like, I go through phases of what I'm interested in doing. And Bakugan is not really a priority right now to me. It's more like Beyblade stuff and Bottleman and all that. So yeah. I don't know, maybe if I can get myself motivated to do Bakugan stuff again, I'll start working on that video. That'd be fun. And yeah. Next up, Beyblade. Okay, this is what I want to talk about today. Well, one of the 2 main ones. So, Beyblade is something I talked about Zyphoid Excalibur a little bit before. I don't. Did I even talk about the name? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. I think it was just the Excalibur leak at the time, and I was like, yeah, this looks awful. So, our full combo name is apparently Zyphoid Excalibur Xanthus Sword Dash 1. Okay. This turned out a lot better than I expected. I'm very shocked that they did this, but it turned out well enough. I made a whole discussion video on this, so I'm not going to repeat myself here, but I do think it's I don't know if it's good, if it's like actually good, or if I'm just like feeling like the concept art was just so terrible that I was willing to take literally anything else. Once I have it in person for a couple months, I'll probably be able to reflect on it, which I'll probably do in a weekly blaze. But I think it looks pretty decent at least. You know, it's decent at minimum. That's what I'm trying to get across here. Also, my throat's already dying. Why? I haven't been recording that long. Let me take a drink really quick. Alright, hopefully that helps. Yeah, my throat has just been dying way too quickly. I think it's because I've been straining my voice too much, because, like, sometimes my voice isn't loud enough, and so, like, I've just been in this habit for the past year or so where I've been straining it to sound, not loud, but, like, normal volume, and it destroys my throat, and I've been unconsciously doing it now. So, my whole throat, I've been, like, having to, like, deep breathe a lot, because, it's destroying my throat. I need to stop that, actually. Like, and also my voice, I think there's been a noticeable shift in, like, the depth of my voice as well. But, or maybe not, well, kind of noticeable. I need to stop that, because, yeah, it's not something my throat is capable of keeping up with. So I need to, even if I'm quieter, that's fine. I'd rather not destroy my throat. So anyway, that said, back to what I was talking about with Beyblade. So, yeah, I need to just wait for Zyphoid Excalibur to come out. But hey, it turned out better than I would have expected. So I'm at least glad about that. Now, then there is the new Achilles leak. I've already talked about everything else, I believe, so I'll just talk about the Achilles leak, then we'll move on to our next topic. The Achilles leak, we don't know any of the parts. It's like the Excalibur leak, like the initial one, where we saw, you know, the concept art. It looks good. It's mimicking apparently Zeon Union more, which at first I was like, oh god, those are my two least favorites, but no, it was mainly just because it's like a facing sideways, like the main part is sideways, which is fine with me. It looks good. I think it looks nice. The shield's more prominent, which is actually a good thing that I kind of missed from Z Achilles, was having that shield on the front actually being kind of prominent. But aside from that, the swords, they look solid. Clearly going to be attachments for it. So yeah, the one thing I want to speculate about and also just try to predict, because, well, why not? But, so like on the outside, of course, you know, it's usually a solid color for most bays. This one is like white, and I'm like, really? I would have expected gold or maybe blue for that part of Achilles on the core. White? Really? Okay. So I'm like, they're gonna change that, you know. They're definitely gonna be changing that for the official release. But then I realized with, you know, concept art, they don't always change these things. But when they do, the original color made sense. Astral Spriggan's original core color for that was gold, and then it turned to blue. That's the one example of it. And I feel like they did this for a reason. I don't think they just wouldn't, just avoid coloring it, you know, like, why do that? So I feel like this had to be an intentional design, whether or not it gets changed or not, but I have an idea. What if it's not white but clear? Okay, hear me out. Maybe the attachments will kind of show up underneath the core, and it'll give the core the color of, like, blue or yellow, for example, to kind of mimic the attachment. So, like, okay, if you're using the sword attachment, which would probably be blue, it shows up blue underneath those clear parts. So that's how it'll look. I think that might be what they're trying to go for here. And then if you're not using any attachments, it's just clear and it looks very bare, which I think, again, would make sense. I could be entirely wrong. I don't even know if it's possible for them to make an attachment go underneath the core like that, but I just figure it's worth mentioning because that could be what they're trying to do. And hey, if it does happen, I'm right. As far as parts go, the armor does look like 6, but I don't think that they put 6 on Achilles, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm not sure what that's gonna be. Oh, my camera's about to die. Wonderful. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, while I wait for my camera to charge, my throat should be decent enough now. Yeah, the problem is when I talk, like, I do that unintentionally. Right now I'm trying to not do that. The problem is that I think what happens is I expend more air when I do that because I'm trying to sound louder and it, like, strains my throat. But my breathing is, like, the same as it's always been, so I don't think I get enough air, if that makes sense. Because part of it's my throat hurting, the other part's, like, I get out of breath from it. It's not really that big of a deal, honestly, because it never happens unless I'm, like, recording, because I'm talking constantly. There was no break between me and recording my Weekly Blaze and the Bottle Phoenix review, or unboxing, so, like, I think I was just, done. It doesn't happen, though, if I'm just talking normally to any, like, person. I don't talk much in general, though, but, like, if I am, it's fine. It's just when I'm talking constantly, I think I lose too much air, and then I get, like, not nauseous, it's just, like, I need to stop talking. But really, it's not that big of an issue or anything. It's like only recording, so it's like it doesn't affect my life or anything. It's just, well, my throat does hurt normally sometimes. That my throat can get strained, so that is a different issue. But me getting out of breath, that's like, oh, okay, that's only YouTube because, like, again, I think I just expend too much air. What was that? Anyway, sorry, I thought I heard like a weird noise. No, oh, that's probably my cat. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Um. Alright, Achilles, that's what we were talking about. I talked about the armor. So yeah, the disc. What will the disc be? I was thinking probably something new. If it's not something new, I'm guessing the only thing that would really make sense is over. But the thing is, we've already gotten over on both of the other balance types. Would they do over on, like, all three of the current balance types? I kinda doubt it. Plus, it got reused on Prominence Valkyrie, which was a filler bay, but it was still a booster release. I don't think they do that. Also, the set released last year in August, that same sort of customized set, also used over. Kind of don't think they'd make that the main disc for both. So I think that they will do a new disc for Achilles. That makes sense. Oh yeah, the armor. I said it could be 6, but if it's not 6, I think it's 4. I think 4 would actually make a lot of sense. I'm gonna just guess 4, but if it is a reused armor, I guess 6 because, like, that's what it looks like. But I think it might just be, like, people thought that Excalibur having 1 was apparently 2, but the tabs just look kind of similar. I think it's the same situation here. Okay, I'm doing the throat thing again. Okay. I think it's like the same situation here where it looks like 6, but it's not actually 6. I think 4 would make the most sense. 4 just seems like an Achilles thing. Only other options are 5 and 8, definitely not 5. Maybe 8, but again, I feel like 4 would be the more likely option. Let's see here. The driver, extend. I'm just saying extend. That's more than likely going to be the driver. What variant of it? Yeah, I have no idea. Probably an extend plus variant, but will be, a high, a metal, dash, some new variant we've never seen before. Okay, that's probably a little bit less likely, but they might just do high extend plus dash again. High extend plus dash. There we go. Or I actually think more likely it might actually just be extend plus dash, or even metal extend plus, or high metal extend plus. But then again, we're just covering every variant, so it doesn't matter. It's just one of them. I don't think that it'll repeat dimension. I think it will be extend this time around, but could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I hope it's an extend plus variant. As long as it's like a dash or a metal version. But anyway. Or new, I don't think that they'll do a new Achilles driver. The last time we got one of those was with Josie Achilles. Like, no, they're not doing a new one. It has to be extend or dimension. So, with that said, that's Achilles. That's everything for Beyblade. Let's move on to anime. So, the last time I was talking about anime, I know I mentioned Sakureya. That was, the show that I watched. But I don't know if I mentioned Welcome to the NHK. I probably did, but that's a great series. Like, seriously great. I think I actually did talk about Welcome to the NHK. Amazing show. After that was My Dress Up Darling. I believe I also talked about this now that I think about it. Also, I think it was a good show. Definitely really good for the genre. Of course, shows like that will be, kind of overhyped, but that's fine. It was still a good show, so whatever. It's fine enough. Aside from that, though, um, gonna say, yeah, I think it was just a good show overall. Let's see. Next up was something. My brain right now is just not cooperating with anything I'm trying to do. I didn't sleep that well last night. There was a fly in my room, and it just woke me up from buzzing on the window at like 3 p.m. and I didn't fall asleep till not 11, almost 11 a.m. So I didn't sleep the best. So it's like after two, a little after 2 now because I was waiting for my camera to charge. But yeah, that was fun. So my brain is just not all there at the moment. I am not ready for bed, but I probably should have recorded a little earlier, honestly. Anyways, what was the next anime I watched? Come on, brain, you okay, there we go. The next anime was Kill Me Baby. I think I might have mentioned this one as well at some point. It was very low budget, but I think it was just a fun show. It was good. Not something that you really need to go out of your way to watch, but if you just like an anime like that, I'd say look into it. It's very low budget, which I actually think kind of works in its favor to some extent. Obviously, you could just say it's lazy or whatever, and yeah, fair enough, but I think it worked well for what the show was anyway. After that, we had, this is something I know I did not talk about, but the Quintessential Quintuplets. The show was pretty good. Again, no masterpiece or anything, but hey, it was an enjoyable show. The characters were actually a little bit more dynamic than I would have expected from a series like that, but hey, that is good. Not a bad thing for sure. Oh boy, then we have the next thing I watched, Kanokan. That show was absolutely terrible. I really did not want to watch it. That put me behind a while because I was watching like one episode a day. Barely. I was struggling to get through that show. Very, very short show. It was only like a season, but still. Oh boy, that was not fun. After that, I watched Love Lab. Love Lab was actually a lot better than I expected. It was just a comedy. Alright, you got like 5 main girls. They're in a club, well, student council. Not really a club, just student council. Yeah, I expected it to just be kind of a typical, funny, whatever kind of series. But no, it actually had a lot of interesting moments in it. And, I don't know, I thought it was, again, like Quintessential Quintuplets. The characters were a lot more dynamic than I would have expected from a show like that. At least a couple of them were. So, yeah, it was actually a much better comedy show than I would have expected from it. After that, I watched Adachi to Shimomura. Yeah, this one, it was alright. It was kind of a little over dramatic, and it doesn't really go as far as you would want it to for a show like that. I was expecting a better ending. However, here's the thing: if it does get a season 2 eventually, there is still, an ongoing light novel for it. If it gets a season 2, this show I think will be resolved, and it would actually be a pretty good show that I would be fine recommending, but because it doesn't have it, I really just can't recommend it right now. It's definitely over dramatic, but I'm sure some people would actually like, a show like that that's dramatic, so it's not really much of a detriment, that's just kind of more me. But aside from that, yeah, it's the lack of any kind of real resolution is, I can't recommend it, so there's that. And then we have what I'm currently watching, or literally just started today, it was a Spy X Family. And yeah, I pronounced the X because, I just pronounced the X because, it's there. But also, I feel like people get really pissed off when you do. Like, if you don't pronounce the X, no one cares. But, like absolutely no one cares if you don't. But if you do pronounce it, a lot of people don't care, but some people really don't like it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna pronounce the X for the hell of it. So... like Kiss Xsis, High School DxD, Hunter x Hunter, Spy x Family. Just why not? It's funny. Only watched the first 2 episodes so far. It's a really good series, though, from what I can tell. I can see why it's popular. I don't know if it'll stay good or if it gets repetitive or whatever, but first impressions are actually pretty strong. All the characters are definitely unusual, I would say, for this type of show. While also having more to them than like a surface level type of character. It's just cool. Like the characters are great. The story seems interesting. I really hope it doesn't end up being too much of a slice of life, though. Now, not to, I mean, I generally prefer slice of life, but I feel like with a show like this, I feel like if there's at least some action in it, which so far there's been a little bit, if there's at least some, then I think that this could be like a really, really good show. But I feel like if there isn't, they're kind of wasting some of the potential of the show and what it could be. Again, I generally prefer slice of life and actually don't like action as much, but in a show like this, with the concept that they have, I think maybe that they should probably do something with that. I'm assuming that they will, though, and I think if they do, this show definitely has a potential to be really, really good, and definitely going to be watching the second part once it's finished, probably in December. That'll be a good time, so looking forward to that. And with that said, is that everything for this week? I believe so. Finally talked about some anime, talked about some upcoming Beyblade and Bakugan stuff, or Beyblade and Bottleman stuff, and talked about just Bakugan in general. Yeah, there's no upcoming Bakugan stuff. Well, technically there is, but like, who actually cares about does anyone actually care about the reboot anymore? I'm gonna be honest. Most Bakugan people that I saw dropped off, like, during Battle Planet. Some came back for the start of Armored Alliance, but I feel like a lot more people just dropped off immediately after the first wave, and then Geogun Rising didn't get a ton of attention. I've seen nothing for Evolutions, man. I don't think people actually care about Bakugan anymore. Which is unfortunate, but also I think sensible. Unfortunate because like I do like Bakugan a lot, but also sensible because like, man, the reboot is god awful. The reboot is genuinely bad. I feel like that they were very close, but the Bakugan just don't feel quite the same. And while you can argue that that's how generations work, I feel like Bakugan, admittedly, is a bit of a one trick type of thing. It doesn't really. It's not something that I see being sustainable long term. I think that their best idea is to just pack up after the season, wait a couple more years, and try again. But what I think the smart idea would be is to cater heavily to the original Bakugan, series, because I feel like that's where a lot of older fans are going to come back in because they're going to want that, and newer fans from like the initial hype. I don't think Bakugan is something you could properly sustain with multiple generations being very different from one another. And it definitely shows because these designs are just not very good. Oh, there we go. I get to shit on the... Oh yeah, I forgot. I could shit on the reboot in Weekly Blazes. Man, I need to do that more. Yeah, I hate the reboot. It's terrible. I have a couple things, like, from Geogun... I have, like, a star from Geogun Rising I've had sitting there for over a year. I actually have a couple single packs from Evolutions. I want to maybe get, like, one of those Nanogun packs. Those look a little bit more interesting. They don't look good, though, unfortunately. The Nanogun, they had an idea that they just did not expand upon well enough. They could have been great, but they look alright, though. I want to check them out at least once. I'll probably still get whatever big set comes out, or big sets come out at the end of the year. But for the most part, yeah, they just... They fumbled the bag. That's the best way to put it. They fumbled the bag with this generation of Bakugan. They should just cut their losses and after this generation, I think. Or after the season. Don't do a season 5. just don't. But even so, and I just stepped on the creaky spot. I don't know why this happens. I always just happen to move over this direction as the video progresses. Let's go back over here and see what happens. Anyways. I feel like even the original stuff I'm less interested in now, though. Because Bakutech is just the peak of Bakugan. Without question. That's not really... I don't think that's very controversial. Like, come on, it just straight up is. So, like, who cares? But anyways, I think that's everything I have to talk about. I'm not waiting on any orders, I don't think. No. I was going to try to think about anything else to potentially talk about. No, I think that's it. Well, I think I got this weekly blaze to at least like a half hour, 40 minutes, so that's not bad. But yeah, I'll probably end it here. I might talk next week. Maybe. Not 100% sure. Actually, probably not. I don't know. I don't know if I actually care to. Like, there's nothing happening next week, so that I know of that would be worth, like, talking about on Weekly Blaze. Maybe the week after, though, just for the hell of it, but we'll see. Actually, I want to record during the 4th of July week, but also, like, 4th of July is split up over the weekend, so yeah, maybe I'll do one the week after this coming week, and then also, like, the week immediately after that, and then maybe stop for a couple weeks. I don't know, we'll see. Who knows? But anyways, that's all for this video, so thanks for watching, and bye-bye.